Welcome to Pour the Wine. It's Rom-Com Time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Gary, and I'm going to pour the wine.
Pour the wine. While he's doing that, we would like to mention that we would love it if you would click that follow button on your favorite podcast platform.
Yes, we would.
So you don't miss an episode.
Yep.
If you listen on Apple or Spotify, you can also leave us a review, and hopefully it's a positive review.
A positive review.
You can also find us on all the socials, so go find us at Pour the Wine. It's Rom-Com Time everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, X. Like, follow, comment, and we will chat with you. Let us know what you thought about these two movies, To Barcelona with Love and To Barcelona Forever. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we would.
So what are we getting into today?
Today we're reviewing, as a matter of fact, the second Passport to Love movie, To Barcelona Forever. The conclusion to the Barcelona with Love that aired on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, June 14th, 2025. And if you missed it, you can catch it now on Hallmark Plus.
Yep, you sure can.
Yes, yes.
Find it now.
So who's in this one?
Well, returning in To Barcelona Forever are Ashley Williams as Anna, Alison Sweeney as Erica, Alejandro Taus as Nico.
Okay.
Those three. And if you want to hear more about them, go listen to the very beginning of To Barcelona with Love, and we go into detail about their work as actors. Some of their work, anyway, not all of it. Also appearing in this one, To Barcelona Forever, Miguel Broca plays Javier. He's a Spanish actor as well. I didn't see any other Hallmark work for him. They do have his IMDb in both movies, but I don't remember him from the first one. Was he in the first one?
He wasn't in the first one.
Okay. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know.
Unless we blinked and missed him.
Could be. No. Some of his other work includes Mia es la Venganza, 110 episodes in 2023. Love at Mariposa Beach in 2022. And Dos Vidas, 73 episodes in 2021.
Sweet.
Paloma Montero plays Rosa, Javier's mom. This is her first Hallmark production. Her other work includes Spanish movies and series. She was in a series called Hit for 7 episodes in 2021. And okay. Sorry. And nothing. I got nothing.
We had a brain.
I believe she had some other work. A lot of it is in Spanish, and I don't want to embarrass myself too much. So I tried to focus on when it was translated to English on IMDb and the titles. I tried to go for those just because I can pronounce that, hopefully.
Right. That's okay.
Jose Emilio Vera plays Carlos, Javier's dad. This is his Hallmark premiere. Some of his other work is, were Spanish productions. So, like I said, I'll say the ones that were translated on IMDb. Bank Under Siege, he was in 1 episode in 2024. Mm-hmm. Alpha Males, 1 episode in 2024. And the movie Rainbow in 2022. Rainbow.
Okay.
Alex Sorian Brown plays Miguel. Now, he actually works in Spain and LA. Okay. And this is his first Hallmark production. And some of his other work includes 1 episode of The Heights in 2024, which is pretty popular. The movie Evan Wood in 2021, which we did not see.
No.
And Holy Family in 2023. And I think that might be on Netflix.
Holy Family?
Holy Family.
Huh.
Yep.
Never heard of it.
Yep.
So, is it time to drop the synopsis?
I think we should drop the synopsis.
All right.
As Anna travels back to Barcelona, reuniting with Erica to celebrate her engagement to Nico, she meets a charming farmer and accidentally finds herself engaged, that's in quotes, to save his family's legacy.
Yes. That was funny. So, what did you think about this one?
So, yes, that was funny. What I read or
the movie?
The
movie
what do you
itself.
mean?
That when she meets the family.
It was pretty cute.
It was funny.
I want more Ashley Williams and Alison Sweeney.
Yes, me too.
I want more Alejandro Taus and Miguel Broca.
Yes.
Because they were great in it as Nico and Javier. And I loved Javier Santos, the one who plays he plays Allison's best friend.
Yes.
Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of them together would be fabulous. I'd love, maybe we could have a movie where they all get together and they try to set up Mateo.
Ooh,
that would be kind of cool.
Good,
He'd be like the next love interest. I just think it'd be so cool. I want more. I've just thoroughly enjoyed these two films, and I'm so glad we got them back to back. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a cool way to do it, and I loved that they started in Barcelona, but they filmed in another city.
Right.
Bilbao, I think is how they pronounced it.
Another beautiful city.
Yeah. So we got to see a little bit more of a serious side of Anna, the character that Ashley Williams plays. She's still quirky and fun with all the one-liners, but she's just a little more serious, not as exuberant
as she was
in the first one, which I think is cool because her life has taken, a turn, and I love that, she's trying to find who she is still as a writer, and she's really trying to make the food blog or writing work. And so she's kind of cracking down a little bit, and I think that shows in her character this time. I love the friendship between Erica and Anna.
Yes.
And Ashley and Alison just play it so perfectly. They play so perfectly off of one another.
And I agree with that
You agree with that too?
Yeah.
So, and I love the realistic look at getting what you want, but then actually having to execute it. Like Erica gets the book deal, and then she's like, crap, I actually have to write something.
Isn't that funny?
She's been wanting one, and then it's like, oh my God, not that she can't do it, but then it's like it smacks you in the face, right? So... Yeah. All right, I have one more. What did you think? I have one more thing that I'll say, but I don't want to hog the time.
Before I get to it, isn't it funny how in the first one, Anna was having the writer's block, and Erica was like, just do it. You just got to do it.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Find your passion. So Anna finds her passion in this one, right? Or at the end of the first movie.
Right.
In this one, and she's doing her thing. And Erica now has the writer's block.
Right. She can't think of what to write. She can't start. She can't even start.
Anna is telling her, just write.
Just do it. You got to overcome your
But I really love this one. I liked how they stayed with the culture. I like how the scenery, the music, because music can tell the story too.
Agreed.
And it can set the mood. And,
yes, definitely.
It did in this one a lot. There was a lot of scenes that I really enjoyed just by listening to the music.
Yeah.
And, those two together.
Ashley and
and like you,
Ashley and Alison.
That would be awesome if they did one and they set up Mateo.
I'm hoping we get more next year. Or a Christmas one. Oh, that'd be so good.
Hallmark, you got to do one.
To Barcelona for Christmas. Or to Barcelona. Yes. Sleigh bells. I don't know, something.
We got a high five on that one. High five on that one. Yes, that would be awesome.
Give me my wine. We should do that one.
Take a sip. Yes.
That was good. Yeah.
You said you had one more thing?
No, I was just going to say that I really, really love that it's such a realistic look at life after 40.
Yes.
Like it doesn't end, right? No. Marriage may not have happened yet. You may or may not have kids, and you can still be trying to find, your place in life.
I agree.
Goodness knows we're all still trying to find that, right? Figure out what we want to do when we grow up.
We are.
You're trying to find your place, where you want to be, what you want to do, and how love and friendship are cornerstones of our lives, regardless of age. And so I just love that message in the films, both of them, really. There's that saying, you're not too old and it's not too late.
I agree.
And that is so true. I mean, look at us. We're starting a podcast.
Exactly.
And we are not young.
No, we're not going to give our age, but we're not young. But if
you've been listening to the podcast,
you would know. You would at least
I'll probably
guess.
Say it. Right.
And we did post our pictures.
We are
so
empty
you may
nesters.
Be able to guess from that too. So
I think the messaging is very cool throughout both movies.
I do too.
Things don't always happen in a timeline like stereotypically happens, everyone's path is different.
And they made them human.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes and we all learn from it.
And I wanted to mention, Ashley and Alison have a podcast, and they have their six episodes, and go listen to them. We've listened to 4.
Yes.
And you'll get some wonderful behind the scenes little notes. And we talked a little bit, I think, in the last episode about some of the anecdotes that they shared. And I don't want to share too much because it's called Me Amor with Ali Sweeney and Ashley Williams. And just go and listen and check it out. And, they are like they're who you love, who you know and love from Hallmark, and
there's no fakeness there.
Right. And just the stories that they tell, it's so cool. And I love the behind the scenes look at things. So it's very cool. And also, if you check out Ashley Williams' Instagram, she did a live with
was it
with the actor who plays Javier.
Yeah. Javier. What's his name? Where are you, Javier? Miguel Braca?
Yes, Miguel Broca. Sorry, I drew a blank there for a second. and it's so fun and so cute. And Ashley is, you just
her
go
facial
and watch
expressions
it.
on that
are so great. Go and watch her Instagram live with Miguel Broca. And he's great too in it, and funny.
He's funny.
And he counters her funny. It's really good. Yes. Please go. Please go. Please go. We just love
her
them.
kids have fun too.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yes.
Can
you imagine?
Mom.
And her laugh is her laugh is
contagious.
Exuberant. I talked to, and contagious. She has contagious laughter. And so we just love them. And there you go. Some favorite scenes.
Yes.
That you had.
And I love behind the scenes too. I like how they do it, how they tell you how they did a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're always wondering, wow.
That's pretty cool.
How come you never see them in the reflection?
Right.
How did they do that at the right angle? But they tell you.
Yeah.
So go listen to it.
Well, and Allison has the story about the gondola at the beginning, the opening shot
of this
and
one,
how they shot that. So go listen to their podcast, and
we
you'll
won't tell you what she says.
Right.
It's really cool.
It's a really good story.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, we do spoilers, so we just want you to stop. Go watch the movie, then come back and listen to us. I just wanted to. Yep. We are going to get.
We do talk about things that happen in the movie, even though technically Hallmark spoiled this one, the last movie.
Yeah, they did.
During the commercial, they did show that Nico
proposes.
I'm not giving a spoiler. Hallmark did it.
Yeah, Hallmark did
last movie,
and they didn't even call us up and say,
not that we didn't know it was coming,
alert.
but yeah. So it's fine. It's fine.
Right, so,
you kind of know that's where it's headed anyway.
So you want to get into some favorite scenes?
Sure. You want to talk about the meet cute?
Oh, let's talk about.
The meet cute first. Do you want to go?
Me of Mr. Deeds. He just pops up out of nowhere. And
Mr. Deeds.
How he always scared her. Like he was just there, and she was like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah.
That's how in Mr. Deeds in Adam Sandler's movie.
Oh, the Adam Sandler version. Okay, yeah, because we just talked about that.
Right
yeah,
there. She's like, "Oh." But anyways, no, I thought it was really cute. I really did.
Right. So she's in a cafe.
And
she's trying the best saffron in the world.
Yes.
Right. And she's trying it, and then she's like, and then she goes to buy it.
Yes.
Right. And then the cost kind of shocks her. So she's like, does it come with a private chef? For the cost.
That was so funny.
That was really funny. And Javier, his family, is the one who makes.
Yes.
They're famous for this particular saffron. And so that's when they first meet, and it's really
good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And Anna and her facial expressions, oh my goodness.
She's so good. Yeah. She said, does it come with a private chef? We'd sign up for that.
She is the queen of that. So what are some favorite scenes? What did you get?
I loved Anna and Javier in the restaurant. So when that's after the meet cute.
Right.
And they're sitting separately at first in a little restaurant, and she's trying it, right, for her blog and for her food stuff. And then they end up sitting together.
Yeah.
Right. And then he mentions that when they go to do a cheers with the wine, lots of wine in this movie, by the way.
Oh, yes.
We love the wine.
It's one of the reasons I enjoyed it.
Love the wine. You got to give a shout out to the wine in this movie.
Yes.
That might be one of my cheers. But anyway, so he mentions that they do 3 clanks.
Yes.
They do 3 quick ones. One.
Yeah, I can't remember what they said.
For the traditions of the past.
Yes, which I thought was.
Once for the traditions of the past, once for the gratitude for being together in the present, and once for the health and happiness of the family in the future.
How cool is that?
I love that. Yeah. So we decided we're going to cheer 3 times.
We're going to clink.
We don't have to say all that. We're going to clink.
We're going to clink 3 times.
We do it once, but we're going to go for the 3.
Future.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
See, the culture. That's what I'm talking about. The traditions. I just love it. Love it. Oh my goodness.
What about you? Favorite scene? One of them?
Yeah, when Nico proposes to Erica.
Oh yeah, that would be before. Mm-hmm.
That whole stuff leading up to that, and that one shot where he proposes to her was in the first movie too. And I love how
it wasn't in the movie, but it was in the commercial.
Or in the commercial.
Right.
No, I'm saying they've been to that.
Oh, that
scene,
location
and I'm glad
was
that's
in
where,
the first movie.
Yeah, that's where they.
I'm sorry.
Where he actually proposed. But how funny was it when she goes, "Oh, we should get a picture of this."
Yes.
And the guy and Nico goes, "Miss" or whatever, and it's Anna, like she's some tourist or something.
Right.
And she's got sunglasses on, and she goes, "I don't speak Spanish or anything like that." And then Erica finally realizes it's Anna, and they're like, "Ah."
Well, she goes, Anna.
Yeah.
And she goes, what? Who? Or something like that. Yeah, Anna. That was so cute.
And she's like, how did you know we were going to be here? And then she says something to the effect that, Nico had dropped her a pin.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. He shared his location. Right.
So what
that was a really cute, that was a super cute scene.
I really like that one.
I loved when you mentioned it a little earlier when Javier surprises Anna. Yes. And he's like, and she literally is like,
screams.
And I like their banter. There was one scene where, it might be right after he surprises her because she's like, he says, is that so? And she says, is what so? And he said, what you said. She said, what'd I say? He said, And I just thought that, and they played it so perfectly. Yes. It was like,
who's on first?
It was really, it was like a who's on first moment. So I really loved that. Yeah. I loved when Javier's family is following them around the house when they first meet Anna and they go from room to room. You know what it reminded me of?
Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Exactly.
Because when you marry, into a Greek family, you marry everybody and they have a big family, and you have. So I just thought that was really just cute and fun and,
Yeah, that was a good one. That was one of mine too.
Yeah.
When they were following around.
What about you? So that one was one of yours. Any others?
When I like when Anna, what's his mom? Javier's mom's name? Nina? No, I can't remember her name. Well, when she gives Anna the veil.
Oh yes, that was a really
that was so emotional.
Really good scene.
I really, really liked that one.
Yeah, she played Rosa.
Rosa
is the mom's
Rosa.
name.
I can't believe
right. Sorry, gosh,
I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was such a sweet,
such an
scene.
Emotional scene.
Well, and then we haven't really talked about it, but Anna, she's drawn to the family, so they're faking an engagement,
right?
Mm-hmm. And she's drawn to the family because she doesn't, her mom died when she was young. And so the things that Rosa are doing for her are what, you would do for a mother-daughter. And she's so emotional about it. So that's why I love seeing that part of her character in this movie.
Yeah.
Right. So Anna really, so she tears up and the mom tears up. And it was a really, really good scene.
Yeah.
I loved the in and out of the cafe. They were in and then they went out and then they went in and they went out. And Erica's like, we can't make up our minds where we want to be because they go in to talk and then they come out. Yeah. And that was when was that when Nico joined them?
Yes.
I think. When Nico shows up in the village too. It was good.
Going out again. We can't make up our minds.
Did you have any other favorite scenes?
I like the when Anna comes down the stairs and she sees Javier's dad and she asks him about the Wi-Fi.
Yes, I have that as my next one.
The Wi-Fi scene.
Yes.
He talked really fast. I don't know if they sped the tape up at that point, but how they had the little words going across.
But and it was going
closed caption.
And the closed captioning was or subtitles were going really fast. The scroll was really fast, and it was so perfect because, even if so for Anna's character, Erica knows more Spanish than Anna does. Right. So Anna knows, enough to be dangerous and get by, but she doesn't. And that's true when you go in there, and you're learning a language and you're like, slow down. I thought that was
the
so
look on her
perfect
face was
because,
so priceless.
I know I talk fast sometimes, so I'm sure somebody learning English would be like, whoa, back up. What'd you say? So I thought that was really, really, that was funny.
The fact that
I had
he just
that
kept
also.
Teasing her about it.
Yes.
It was good.
I thought that was really, scene. Yep.
What else? What do you got?
I really like the scene between Anna and Javier when they were in the saffron, when the building where they're
artificially
growing it. And then they sit down to do kind of the harvesting of the one. And just the chemistry between them was off the chain. It was so good. And the looks between him and that, it was, ooh. Yeah, and he's a good-looking man.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean, not that you're not a good-looking man.
He's a good-looking man. I'm not going to lie. Hey, I'll call a man out when I see a good-looking man.
So Miguel broke up. But it was just I loved that scene. I thought that really
and he was
kind of brought the heat a little bit,
He's like, and this is all you do. And now we just have to do it 500,000 more times and you'll get a harvest.
Then he touches, they don't kiss there, I don't think, right? He touches her face and she's like, we can't. Yeah. We can't, yeah. So
and
would you do that? Would you fake an engagement?
Oh, I don't think so.
For the reasons they
only
did.
Because of how his family reacted.
I know they were so excited and they were
break my heart,
energized, and of course they had the old tradition of you have to be married right before you can inherit the
land,
the farm and the farm, right, and it would stay in the name if you engaged or get married or whatever, but
it was. And I had one more.
Okay. Yeah.
The secret room again.
Yes.
The back of the back room.
Because and Anna says again, this is towards the beginning, right? Where she's like, I know of another place. And Erica is like, of course you do. Like, of course there's another room. So
the back of a back.
The back of the back. So it's the same place, but it's a different, they didn't go into the back of the back.
Right.
Place. Yeah.
So they go into go into the first part of it and then they go into the back part. But the guy that does the door, the same expression from the first movie.
And I love when he turns the chips or the popcorn or bag of popcorn or whatever's on there. It's just so funny.
Yeah, like
it's really cute. Yep.
So did you have any more?
Nope, that was it for scenes for me.
All right. Do you want to move on to cheers then?
Yeah,
cheers and jeers?
Go with your first cheer. What you got?
Okay.
And then I'll do mine.
Just the culture. I just love that they kept to the traditions, and just the scenes throughout
it's beautifully shot. And I like that they went to a different location also. So they shot a little bit in Barcelona and then they went to...
Yeah, they didn't spend as much time walking through in and out of the city, but in the spots that they were just gorgeous.
But the focus was the village.
Right.
So that's where... Yeah,
that she goes out in the farm.
So she's driving, right?
Yeah.
So she's in kind of the countryside
and
at first. Her car breaks down. Anna does.
Runs out of a charge.
Right. And it's so funny you say that because I have that as my cheer. Like, I want to go to Spain. Yeah. And I don't often because I'm so picky about food and stuff. And but the two films really have also been a love letter, I think, to Spain and the Spanish culture. Yep. And they've really highlighted that. And I'm totally here for it. I think I
agree.
I think that was equally a character, of these two films. So I agree with you. It was the first thing I had also.
Yeah. Did you have another one?
I have a few.
You got quite a few, huh?
You have any more?
I have two.
You have two more?
Yeah.
So I already mentioned the whole life after 40 of it all.
Yes.
I think that messaging is pretty outstanding. And I have to believe, Hallmarkies out there, you have young and you probably have some,
some older ones.
Middle-aged. I wouldn't say older. I would just say,
we
age like fine wine, So, And people appreciate that. People appreciate the positive look at friendships. And I like how they show that their friendship has grown and they do, support each other. Like you said earlier, they kind of push each other. Right. And I like the evolution of that on screen.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because Anna did say, you helped me become who I've become.
Yes.
And I'm here for you.
Yes, she does.
So, let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I agree with you.
What about you? Cheers.
My last cheer was when they were in the kitchen, all the women.
Oh, yeah.
And Anna, she tells Anna to chop the onions. And then she starts to cry. Or she
So this
Rosa,
is your cheer?
Yeah, this is a cheer.
Okay,
because the tradition. Like, she didn't have a mother to teach her, and she says that.
Right.
But when Rosa comes over and she goes, "No, dear, here's how you cut it."
Oh, when she was cutting the onion,
with your knuckles, and she was cutting it. And then all of a sudden, Anna starts to cry, and she's like, "Oh, are the onions making you cry?" She said, "No, I was never taught this."
Right.
But you can tell with that families like that, and like with Greek families, that it's a tradition. They teach it, from young.
From young,
to old.
yeah.
And when you don't have anybody,
you don't have to be in that type of family. I mean, but if you have a mom around who does cook, then they're going to teach. You were in the kitchen with your mom, and because the kitchen is like the heart of the home, always, right?
Right.
So that was a pretty profound moment, and I love that they gave that to Anna, and you can kind of see, she wants, like, she's enjoying the family, even though they're not honest about them being engaged, right? Like, they're lying about being engaged, but she's really enjoying the time with the family, which makes it harder to tell the truth. And she's also supposed to be writing about the village. She thinks that's really going to catapult her because no one's ever written about the saffron farm.
It's
and we didn't talk about the flowers, which I have in a little bit.
Okay.
But,
all right. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. No, some other cheers, they mentioned manifesting at the very beginning between Nico and Erica. And we talk about that a lot. We have a vision board put it out there. And I mean, and Nico's like, I don't think it's going to happen instantly. And then her phone goes off. She gets an email to let her know, Erica, that she got a book deal. So I was like, I wish it happened that fast.
I know.
Can I manifest the lottery?
Looked at each other, we're like, can we get some of that fast?
Can we get the winning lottery numbers? Boom, we win. Yeah, I was like that. I mean, I'm sure it does happen quickly like that sometimes, but but I like the messaging of that. I also really liked the message about living in the moment.
Yes.
Because Anna says that, and we talk about that also. You need to live, not just exist.
Right.
And when you start doing that, life isn't always easy, but it does become better. And, the messaging of don't let fear stand in your way, because that's probably 99% of why people stop something or don't start.
Right. That's true.
Is overcoming the fear, fear of failure, So I don't know. I loved that messaging. So
once you conquer your fear, it no longer has control over you, right?
And the saffron flower.
Oh man, how beautiful was that?
I had no idea. Did you?
No,
I had no idea.
I'm telling you, I'm not like educated in that type of stuff of where spices come from.
Right. I wouldn't know.
But to realize it only comes from them red little stems or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have thousands and thousands and thousands of these plants, right? So I thought that was pretty cool.
And I like that everybody comes together to do the harvest. Yes. Still, it's a tradition, and they've kept that part up.
And Nico said, I want to be a part of your family's tradition. Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, remember he did, didn't he? I thought it was just really cool. I mean, it was really, and it was interesting to me that you have I have a few more cheers, but you have the, Javier wants to get out. He wants to go to the city, and he wants to travel, but he feels bound by family tradition to stay, and Anna, she wants the family. She grew up in Boston. So she's like, she likes to travel, but she likes the countryside. She likes the quiet and the peace, and it's like, you're always kind of looking for
the opposite,
of what you've had or grown up with. And they're sort of the perfect match in that way.
Right.
They can kind of give that to each other. So I thought it all worked. I mean, we talked about, the kitchen is the heart of the home, and, Erica's like, you love being in the kitchen, don't you, Anna? And she's like, it's because of the people in it. And I was like, oh, I almost teared up.
It has some so great one-liners.
Yes,
and stuff.
Wine throughout. And then, of course, the ending when Javier gives Anna the jar of saffron because she didn't buy it, of course, and he gives it to her. I thought that was so sweet. Yes. I like that full circle moment. And I really liked that they gave Anna and Erica the last speaking moment of the characters. I mean, there's something in the background after they go back to the table and whatnot. But I mean, I enjoyed that. I'm glad they gave them that moment, because in the end it was about the friendship.
Yeah, it was.
And what does Erica, she says something like, who would have thought we'd be here?
Yeah.
And Anna says, that's the best thing about life. There's always another chapter to write. And I was like, that's so true too,
Yeah, it is.
In our life. I mean,
it really is.
Like words to live by, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Erica and Nico got married.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
But real quick, I love how the family forgave them.
Yeah.
Because they found out that Erica was writing about the family, but then you realize she's not
about
really
about
the village. But you find out later on it's not. She wasn't really writing about that. She was writing about Anna, who came across this whole thing, and I thought that was pretty cool too. And I loved how they really did forgive her.
Right.
And she forgave both of them.
She forgave both of them. Yeah. And the family, you got to give families a chance. I mean, they might be resistant at first, but people do things because that's the way it's always been done.
Yep.
But sometimes they're open to other ways of doing things, right? And I just love, Ashley Williams, her face, like you said, in the character of Anna, when Erica says she's going to get married.
Yeah.
And Anna's like, what? She gets all excited. I mean, she is just, she just kills me. I mean, I could not love
she was for real getting married
anymore.
for the first time.
Yes,
in life,
it's so cute.
She made it so real.
She is so cute.
Yeah.
Yep. And I also like we've talked about the friendship a lot, but, they have a little argument.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a disagreement. And in the end, they really did want the best for one another.
Yeah.
And then they resolved it quickly. And that can happen too, even between women, So I liked that they showed that. They had some disagreements and then they finally came around. They're like, you're right. And then they were like,
the whole Moby Dick metaphor.
Yeah, the whole Moby Dick.
You do realize that he gets eaten by the whale, right?
Erica says that.
Not this
but Anna's like, don't focus on that part. We're not going to worry about that. It's just about overcoming your fears,
So, did you have any jeers?
I had none.
I had one.
Uh-oh. What was your... I didn't have any. What was your...
And you're going to say yes when I say this.
Okay.
Mateo was not at the wedding. Her best friend.
Oh, you know what?
Male friend. He was not at the wedding.
Well, maybe he couldn't get there on time. I don't know. Are we sure he wasn't in any of the shots?
Yes, because I sat there and watched, and as they're coming out of the church, they had some... I don't even know who the last people in the line were. Maybe they were part of a family that actually owned the saffron farm.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
Yeah,
he should have been there.
Yes.
Mateo, he missed his best friend's wedding.
Yes.
Which, oh my gosh.
There you go. They're going to make it up.
No. I mean, have you seen the movie, My Best Friend's Wedding with Julia Roberts?
I have, but I don't remember
Mulroney? Where she has a very, she has a gay best friend.
Yes.
Oh God, the actor is so funny. And he helps Julia Roberts. That's Mateo. And
oh man.
And Erica.
Yeah.
Only not quite as,
Yeah.
Not quite as
but that was
funny of a relationship, but still that's what they should do. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. Huh. Look at you.
I know.
You jeer. I didn't have any. I mean,
because we saw his video that how thankful he was when the shooting was done, and I was like,
oh, the actor, right?
You couldn't put him in there at the end.
Who played Mateo? You're right. He did have a video. He had on Instagram, I believe. So go look for that.
Yeah.
And I don't have that actor's name, but he's in the first one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he's in. We listed at the beginning of the episode of To Barcelona with Love.
Yeah, he plays
I don't have it in front of me,
owner.
But you're right. He posted an Instagram where he was kind of tearing up, and he just loved the shoot, and he had such a great time. So go find that video too. It's pretty cool.
So did you have anything else?
No.
So if not, how many corks would you give this one?
I'd give it 5. I can't help it. I love them. How could I not?
Even with my,
how can you not?
Even with my jeer,
give all 4 of them.
Yes,
the way they were. I want more movies with them as couples in it, and with
I'm with you 100%.
Mateo as
we need a Christmas one.
We need a Christmas one.
In Barcelona,
100%. Well, they could travel somewhere.
Yeah.
They could travel from Barcelona.
Ooh, they could do a wedding.
Instead of to Barcelona, it could be from Barcelona to Rome.
Oh, there you go.
To Paris.
Greece.
I don't know. Wherever they want to go. The United States?
Hallmark, if you're listening.
I don't know.
Make the movie.
To New York City.
Make the movie. Please.
Yes. Take our advice. You can have it for free.
Marry off Mateo. Let's do it.
Travel.
Or travel.
Travel. Yeah. They go see the family. Well, I guess Anna doesn't have much of a family, but we don't know about Erica.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't mention much anyway.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I want more of Ashley Williams and Alison Sweeney.
Me too. So, is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to follow the podcast wherever you listen so you don't miss one. Also, follow us on social media. We'd love to have you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify. Hopefully, it's a positive one.
Well, not only would we love it, we would really appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate it.
You can also email us.
Yes.
We haven't mentioned that yet.
No, we haven't.
At pourthewine@gmail.com.
Yes, please
Drop us a line. Let us know your thoughts, and maybe we'll read it on the podcast at some point.
We will read it.
We will read it.
We will.
Be sure to join us next Wednesday for our review of the third Passport to Love movie, Villa Amore. It airs on Saturday, June 21st, 2025 on the Hallmark Channel. You can also now join us on Tinsel Tuesdays for our Hallmark reviews of all things Christmas.
Yes.
Until then, fill up your glasses and push play. Cheers.
Cheers.